Well, hello and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but life has been crazy for me and I'm finally settled. So today I'm not featuring a product or anything. I just wanted to kind of put a video out, and so it's going to just be a talk through of what I am doing. So here I just put my foundation on. It's the Beauty Bakery Instabake Aqua Glass Foundation in the shade 311W. So I'm just going to put that on and blend it out. So here I'm just using my concealer. The concealer I'm using is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Amande. I go in with the second one after I blend out the NARS concealer first. That one's a little bit lighter, so the second one I'm going to be going in with is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Rich Chocolate, and I just put that on the outer part of my eye because it's closer to my complexion. So I'm just going to put that on and blend it out. Then I'm just going to take my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder in the shade Medium Deep to set the area that I placed my concealer on. So to contour, I'm just going to go back in with the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Ebony, just contouring my cheeks because I don't support Eurocentric standards of beauty and there's nothing wrong with my nose. So that's that on that. But the concealers are actually really good. I think they're only like $7. I'll have to price check it, but they're good quality. The coverage is nice, it's cheap, and they have a really wide shade range as well, so check them out. Moving on to eyes, I'm just going to prime my eyelids with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. I have oily lids, so this helps a lot. I'm just going to blend it out. I just want to take a moment to apologize in advance. I haven't recorded in a really long time, so this next section of me doing my brows and my eye look may be a little difficult to watch in some sections. I apologize, but I'm going to get better. So going into brows, I'm taking the Fenty Brow MVP pencil in the shade Deep Black, and I'm just going to fill in my brows. I know they look really bushy and crazy right now. We're still in quarantine, so yeah, that's the reason for that. And I have my dad's bushy manly brows, so deal with it. I'm just gonna then take my concealer and kind of clean up underneath my brow. I'm just using my NARS concealer from earlier in the shade Amande. The brush I'm using to do this with is the Morphe M410 brush. It's really great for cleanup, so that's why I'm using it. I'm going to be using two eyeshadow palettes today. So right here, what you see me doing is taking the shade Kano from the Warrior palette from Juvia's Place. I'm just putting that all over the top part of my crease just to get a nice base for the look. Then I'm going to go in with Ginger from, Edges from Jackie Imus palette with Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm placing that above where I put Kano. So I'm just going to do that for both sides and blend everything together. Now that that's blended, we're just going to say a quick prayer before we do this cut crease. I just used my P. Louise base in the shade 5 to do my cut crease. I really like this because it's super thick. I tried to do the look up trick to get like the guide for my cut crease, but because it's so thick it didn't work. But that's fine. It's still great coverage, and it didn't give me as much like struggle and hassle as I usually have when I do cut creases. So yeah, we're just gonna do that to both sides and then move on to the next step. Here I'm just taking the shade Ohosi from the Warrior palette and putting it in the inner V of my eye just to kind of set the concealer that I used. After that, I'm going to go into Jackie's palette and use Credit and put that in the outer V of my eye, and then swooping it into my crease just to create more of a dramatic effect. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that to both sides, and then after that, to deepen the look, I'm gonna go back into the Warrior palette and take the shade Mino and put that on top of where I put Credit just to deepen that brown shade. So here I'm just doing some cleanup with the shades Ginger and Edges from Jackie's palette, just to kind of redefine the colors that I put in earlier. The next thing I'm doing is going to be lining my waterline with black liner, but I look crazy, so it's only a very short clip. The product I use for my waterline is Fenty's Fly Pencil, and it's in the shade Cause I'm Black. And then I'm also going to be using the same shade but within their Fly Liner pencil for my wing. I actually really like this one. It's a felt tip, which I love. That makes it easier to make wings. And then the product itself, like the liner, is like really watery, I guess, so it makes it easier to apply. But overall, I really like it, and I haven't found anything else that I would prefer over this one yet. So here I'm just dusting off the powder from earlier and moving on into lashes. This company is called Mayo Makeup and the style is High Roller. My friend Reagan gave these to me for my birthday. Thank you, girl. I love them. They're really dramatic. And then since I forgot earlier, I'm just going in with ABH's Clear Brow Gel. And all of this I'm doing while the lash glue is drying on my lashes. So here I'm just bronzing my face with my Becca bronzer in the shade Mally Nights. Again, I don't really do my whole face. I kind of just do my cheeks, just to bring back warmth into my face, and then, well, I guess my forehead. So just gonna do that and then get back into lashes. While the lash glue is still drying, I'm just gonna put my blush on. This is Black Radiance's baked blush in the shade Toasted Almond. I love it. It's like an orange shade. It's really pretty on brown skin, so just using that for some subtlety. So the trick with lashes is like looking down. That's when the mirror is towards the bottom half of my face, and then you want to come in over the top to put them on. These are super dramatic, like very dramatic, but I love them because that's the person that I am. These have probably been like the longest that I've ever had, but they're a whole mood, so we're just gonna go with it. And yeah, then we're gonna move into highlighter. I just went into the Warrior palette and used the shade Amina as my highlight. It's really subtle, but I really like it for this look, so we're just gonna do that, and then we'll set our face and we will be done. I just want to take a moment for the lashes. Look at that, like they are so long, but they're such a mood. So I'm just gonna go in and put some mascara on. This is just an e.l.f. mascara. I'm not sure which one it is, but it's just a black e.l.f. mascara. Just blending my lashes in with the Falsie, and then we're going to move into lips. So here I'm just using a random brown liner. I'm pretty sure this is an eyebrow pencil, but you can just use whatever brown liner you have, and just put that all over your lips. And then I'm going to top it with NYX's Butter Gloss in the shade Praline. It's my absolute favorite. I love the formula and the way that it goes on, and it's just a great lip combination. So we're just gonna do that and then move on. So So the last thing that I need to do before the final look is just set my face with setting spray. I'm just going to use the Beauty Bakery Sweet Grace baking spray. And yeah, so I'll show you guys the final look in 3, 2, 1. So that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at _SymphonyElise_. Thanks. Bye.